Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite summer fragrances. Now, I say this, I need you to take it with a grain of salt because this list could have been 50 perfumes long. These are just fragrances that I'm really loving right now. I super love them in the heat, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about them. You know, I don't want to keep seeing all these same top 10 lists. So I do like to think outside the box because I like things outside the box. So if you're interested to see which 10 I chose, let's jump right into the video. First up on my list, we are going to be talking about the House of Guerlain, which is my favorite fragrance house. This is Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet. I did not like this fragrance when I first tried it. If you've watched my first impressions video and my follow-up video, you know how that went. Basically, this fragrance only works for me in the highest of heat. When it is super hot outside, super humid outside, this is amazing. The pear note that they touted in all of the, promotion only comes alive for me when it's hot outside. Other than that, this is a very mediocre perfume. And I'm not really a fan of a fragrance that makes me have to only wear it during specific occasions or specific seasons where, it's just put into a box. That's not my vibe. So I would never repurchase this. But if we're going to talk about fragrances I love in the summer, the Midwest heat, Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet is definitely one of them. Staying with the House of Guerlain, I'm going to be bringing up my second favorite flanker in the Mon Guerlain line. This is Mon Guerlain Florale, or Floral. This one is everything that the Eau de Parfum is, only it is better suited for spring and summer. For those people who find the lavender in the EDP to be too much. For me, nothing about the EDP is too much. But this is stunning. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. The lavender and the jasmine and the vanilla trio that is just moving throughout this entire line is stunning. This one here is just an all year round beautiful fragrance. The peony note in here gives me so much joy because that's my favorite floral note. And they dialed back the jasmine in this one, which I appreciate because y'all know right now I'm on a jasmine strike. I don't want anything else added to my collection that has jasmine in it or tuberose. Please go away. So again, this is Mon Guerlain Florale. If you had an issue with the Eau de Parfum being too heavy or too weighted, especially with the lavender or the jasmine for you, this one would be a better alternative. If you like the vibe and you like where it was going, but you would just like to tweak those two things, I think that this one will be the one for you. So give it a try. And it might be discontinued. I don't see this one around a lot anymore, or the EDT or the Sensual. I don't know what's going on. All I really see is the Eau de Parfum Sparkling Bouquet and the Intense. So I might need to check on that. I don't know if I'll even be able to find this to link it for you guys, but it's definitely my second favorite one in the line. Of course, I have to always bring this up on my summer list because it is what it is. It is one of the best vacation fragrances, one of the best high heat fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. This is from the House of Tom Ford. I know you're gasping, you're clutching your pearls. Yes, that's me giving a compliment to the House of Tom Ford. This is Eau de Soleil Blanc. So this is the EDT formulation of Soleil Blanc. Listen, come on. The perfection that is this bottle is amazing. This projects and lasts longer than the Eau de Parfum. So I don't even know what we're talking about with that one. First impression of this one, I didn't like it. It was very different from anything I'd ever tried before. I let the dry down hit. Perfect. Never had that issue again. This is one of my favorite vacation fragrances, favorite summer fragrances. I had so many decants of this one. I can't even remember why I ended up with so many of them, but I love this fragrance. It's time for me to start putting a dent in this bottle. I just love to travel with this so much that the decants and the travels that I had just work better for when I wear this the most, which is on vacations when I'm on the beach. Next is one of the newer releases from the House of Mugler, and this is a Nova Eau de Toilette formulation. I know a lot of people couldn't do the EDP. I don't know if it was like the raspberry or the lychee or whatever was in it that was too much for them, but this one seems to go over a lot better, a lot smoother. It is a little lighter, still very long lasting. The longevity, the projection, amazing on this for it to be an eau de toilette formulation. But I can agree that it is easier to wear than the eau de parfum, even though I love them both. This is that lychee, this is that rose, that Virginia cedar. I believe there's musk in here too. I just really like this fragrance. Maybe some bergamot or some type of, gotta be some type of citrus in here because it is bright and just pretty. So if you like lychee, you like rose, I think there's magnolia in here too. There's some type of, I think there's magnolia in here too. So, you know, either way, it's a really pretty fragrance, a nice floral yet fruity, tropical vibe going on with some woodiness to it. So, and that woodiness, that Virginia cedar will add to the life of your perfume, the longevity and the projection as well. So again, that is Angel Nova Eau de Toilette formulation from the House of Mugler. Just like with Guerlain, we're going to stick with the House of Mugler one more time. This is Angel Eau de Toilette formulation, 2019 version. So the apple note in here. This was everything I wanted from the Eau de Parfum. I cannot stand Angel Eau de Parfum. It is too dirty on the patchouli, and the praline just clashes to me. This is exquisite. It is exquisite. I don't know anything about a formula or a formulation before 2019. I didn't smell that. But this one here, which everyone kept saying had a beautiful apple note, just was described perfectly. Everything that I heard about this that made me want to purchase it, I experienced when I smell it. This is so good. This is so good. I need to wear this more. I really do. Yeah, Angel EDP 2019 formulation. Next up, we're going to jump over to the House of La Vanilla, the healthy fragrance company, and we're going to talk about Vanilla Grapefruit. I've talked about this fragrance many times on my channel. This is the perfect, oh my goodness, vacation beach fragrance without getting all suntan accord. I don't like the smell of suntan lotion. It's, So this gives you beautiful, tropical, beachy vibes without needing to be all bronze goddess on you. You know what I'm saying? So if you love vanilla with a nice splash of grapefruit, but it's so much more than that. This smells so good. How many of you have heard of La Vanilla or have tried their fragrances? They just do vanilla so fantastically. And this one is just perfect for summer. So is the one that they have called Vanilla Summer. Because of D&G3 L'Imperatrice, I thought I did not like watermelon notes in fragrances. This fragrance proved to me not only do I like watermelon in fragrances, I love it when it's done correctly. Watermelon, apple, freesia, and a whole bunch of other beautiful notes in this fragrance. This is from the House of Tocca, and this is called Simone. I've talked about Simone so many times. I have an entire collection from Tocca video out here that you guys can always go and check out if you want to hear more about Simone. She is one of my favorites. Simone, Stella, and Colette speak volumes to me from the House of Tocca, and I just love her so much. So refreshing. She's like a sparkling sangria or something like that. And I love her. It's Simone. Now, you know what? As I talk about these fragrances, let me explain. Simone is definitely a top upper at the 4-hour mark. Just because I want to smell her again, but also too because she's a top upper. However, so is Sparkling Bouquet. But if you go in heavy with Eau de Soleil Blanc and definitely Mon Guerlain Florale, either one of these Muglers, let's be clear, you do not have to top those up again unless you absolutely want to. And hey, I'm all for it. And then the La Vanilla, it also lasts very, very well, but you can top up with it if you want. But these fragrances that I chose, with the exception of Sparkling Bouquet, simply because I know the only time you should ever wear it is in high heat. The rest of these last really, really good. And even with the Tocca one, if you spray your clothes, you can get a good 6 hours out of it. But I would definitely say Sparkling Bouquet, And Simone, you're going to want to top up. It was the lime note in this fragrance that snatched my heart. This is such a beautiful fragrance, and even the tuberose in this is one that I really enjoy. From the house of Sylvain Delacourt, we have Lily Lang. So there's so much going on in this fragrance. The house of Sylvain Delacourt, as I've explained so many times before, is so unique. I do not own anything else in my collection that smells like Lily Lang or Oscarine or Osiris or Venuri or Valkyrie or Vahina, though, and Smeraldo as well. Those are all the fragrances I own from Sylvain Delacourt. And this is raw materials. This is excellence behind the scenes. Go and read about the woman who is making these fragrances and the ingredients that she's using. You can purchase either a vanilla, an orange, or a musk travel set, or all three. I think they're like 10 or 12 bucks a piece. And then when you go back to buy a full bottle of anything, you get that money applied towards it. They also do deals and, other sales, like a free travel if you buy so many and things like that. It is expensive. A 1 ounce is $70 and a full bottle is $140. At least they were the last time I checked. But it's quality, sophistication, class, uniqueness that actually smells good. Like, people use those types of words for Chanel, but that is so old and outdated, and people are just chasing the ghost of Coco. This obsession with this woman, I think, is bled over to this house. But then again, maybe people really do think this stuff smells good. I do not. I think Chanel is played out. If we're not talking about the Chance line, you can take the whole house and throw it in the ocean as far as I'm concerned. But when you're talking about Sylvain Delacourt, this is what I would expect a Chanel to smell like based on all the hype and the way people describe it. But this is actually quality. This is actually good quality perfumery. This is fun and sophisticated and original, and I love it. So Lily Lang. And this one is one I top up with as well. But it's so fresh. Guys, if you care to learn about something new, to experience something new and step outside of the box of designer or celebrity, this is definitely like an indie niche vibe, for sure, niche. And I love it. And I think that even if you just get the discovery sets, you'll appreciate being able to wear different fragrances and find out what you like and focus on the notes and see what similarities you have to help you hone your skills. And it's a very inexpensive way to step into niche for those of you who are afraid to. So again, that is Lily Lang from the house of Sylvain Delacourt. When I first reviewed this next fragrance, I did not appreciate how much it cost compared to what it offered. To me, it was very Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret-ish. The packaging, way better. But the longevity, that of a body spray. The smell, that of a body spray. I didn't understand the $85 price tag. But K.I. has some of the best packaging. And from what I hear, they use really, really good ingredients. So maybe that's why you don't have a lot of longevity, because they're using better ingredients. With those cleaner ingredients, you're going to take a sacrifice on how long they last. But you cannot deny that this smells absolutely amazing. I love it. It is fun, fruity, flirty, got a nice little bit of sexiness to it. It just doesn't last on me. I'm topping up every 2 hours guaranteed if I actually want someone to smell it on me. But it is really, really nice. Won't be a repurchase for me because the longevity is so terrible, but I had to mention it because I freaking love this in the summer days, especially when vacationing. I first got this in like winter though when it came out, and I was on a beach in South Carolina. The wind was taking this right off of me, stripping it right up off of me. But since then I've tried it and I still enjoy it. But it's definitely better for summer than winter or spring, for sure. This next fragrance is very new to my collection as it is a new creation and a new release from the House of Harmony Perfumes. This is called Acqua di Famiglia. Guys, Trio hit it out the park with this one. This one here is outstanding from beginning to end. Let's go over the notes. He refers to it as a citrus passion. So the notes are orange blossom, green mandarin, black pepper, aquamarine, tonka bean, clementine, ambergris, grapefruit, bergamot, oak moss, magnolia, mimosa, cypress, orange, amber, peach, melon, neroli, cedar, lily, and iris. He put it all in here, baby, and created an amazing citrus fragrance. I love this. I love this. I just recently did my top citrus list. This would have been on it. This one and Oh So Fresh from Dua, which was a one-off release, which means it's discontinued. It won't be coming back. These two are top of the line, okay? This smells so good. It just gives me everything I want from a citrus fragrance. Meanwhile, turning into this like sexy citrus fruit cocktail. When you talk about that peach and that iris and that cedar and even the lily, it just gives it so much full body and depth and takes this from just being a light, airy citrus to something very sexy, something very juicy, well put together. I really love this. Great job, Trill. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 favorite summers list. Go ahead and feel free in the comments to let me know what your favorite summer fragrance is and how you feel about any of the ones I mentioned today. As always, please do not forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. We are almost at 7K. Once we get to 7K, I will be doing a giveaway. And you know how my giveaways are, baby. 2 packages, 7 fragrances each. So share me on all your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook. Let's get to 7K and keep it up from there. Don't forget to select the notification bell as well to make sure that you never miss any of my future uploads. Hashtag Terra Squad. I can't wait to see you guys back, and I can't wait to have new members join the family. So, as always, I love seeing you guys in the comments. Let's talk about everything summer. And until then, bye.